can't believe it. Our two competitors are not online and playing Factorio for their match. Very cool. Am I gonna have to start implying some sanctions here? I'm just kidding. They let me know ahead of time that this was gonna be a bit. I think it's really funny that they did this. Alright. So we are simply... Yes, I should stream their Factorio session, yes. Absolutely. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, Cobus on jump scare. Very cool. How are y'all doing today? I woke up 2 hours ago, which should tell you a lot about how my day is going. They want to ditch the Osu part of the tournament and make it a Factorio match. True, Factorio for all the marbles. Sponsor of this stream. But yeah, while they are being late, used Roost 3 times in a row, and the opponent clicked Earthquake. I might as well get into the player intro, because, you know, I've got some time to do that. Looks like Throne has unmuted. The live feed goes crazy. So I think Lesbea versus Throne. This is a loser's bracket match, by the way. So the loser of this match is out of the tournament and in 5th place. And what to say about these two players? Well, I think this is going to be the most evenly matched match, I guess, of this round, if not in the entire tournament. I feel like these two players are competitive enough on each other's skill sets and specialties, but also well-rounded enough to be able to pick a lot of things. Lesbea, of course, getting the higher seed due to a much better performance in the hidden pool as well as on the gimmick maps. Lesbea, of course, is a known gimmick and low approach rate specialist, and also hidden player extraordinaire, so we're going to expect her to leverage that in this match. And Throne, on the other hand, is a very well-rounded player with very strong mechanics, especially for his rank, being able to play some ridiculous stream and stamina maps, and also having pretty good everything else, really. I don't think he really has a weakness. He can play hard rock, he can play hidden, he can play double time to proficient levels, and of course the no mod mechanics as well. So I think the angle for Throne here versus in the match versus Nell is going to be very different, because he's going from facing one specialist to another, which I did mention last week. Nell was a mechanic specialist. He does aim very well, aim and speed and everything else, but everything else about his skill set is a little bit lacking compared to some other players, which meant that Throne could spec into the gimmick maps and outperform Nell on those. But that's not the case here. When your opponent is a gimmick specialist, you have to do the other, you have to kind of flip the script. And now, as an all-rounder who can play everything, you have to now spec into the mechanics maps and hope that they show some, I guess, uncharacteristic or inconsistent... I'm mixing up my words. Uncharacteristic misses or like inconsistencies on the aim or the stamina or something like that, and try to catch the opponent off guard there, because Throne is no longer going to be able to get comfortable wins on reading maps or hidden maps or anything like that. I think Throne this match is probably going to look into picking some hard rocks if he's able to play those. Live French commentary while playing. Right. Yeah, I think they're done. No more Factorio. Indeed. So I can remove the things now. Alright. Cool. Right. Yeah, we did the player intros and all that, so first. They're leaving VC. Interesting. Imagine. Hey, Throne, what's up? How was your Factorio session? Oh my goodness. I can't believe y'all actually did bid. The Factorio incident. Okay. I'm getting pings. I'm gonna do a daily real quick. Before we get into the action while they roll and do all that stuff. You were supposed to show our game on stream and get mad in VC. Throne tried to move slots. I can show you my IRC screenshot of Throne constantly moving slots. But I had to put a stop to that. It's distancing due to COVID. Throne, I'm not sure if you're aware, but on my IRC client, it shows a message every time you move slots. Distancing due to COVID thinking. Hey, we got some Throne fans in the chat. Good to see you here, Cookie Freak. Always appreciate friends coming out to cheer on their friends playing in tournament/show matches. Yeah, hope you're having a good one, and live cam of Throne being naughty, as you say. Okay, I'm gonna toss the over. Okay. It is now time to roll. Is this the social distancing room, says Gutrune. Yes. We are rolling. I'm gonna do a daily real quick. While they roll. Right, let's get things rolling. No pun intended. Okay, so Throne, being the higher roll, will pick whether he gets to pick a map first or second. And Lesbea will decide whether she wants to ban first or second. And I have a meme ready in case Throne picks the warm-up that I'm expecting him to pick. Right. Now we get into the bans. Hard Rock 3 is the first ban. I think this map has been like banned every single match, I think. So far. So I'm expecting bans Throne to ban the reading maps. So yeah, hidden 2, hidden 4. Yep. No bounties today. I was expecting him to ban Hidden 2 Nomad 6, because those are the two reading maps. Hidden 4 is kind of like a gimmicky, slightly low AR, but not really reading. It's more just following along. Hard Rock 1 is gone. Yep. Makes sense. I did say that Throne was probably going to go with the Hard Rock angle if allowed. And this prevents him from... Oops. This was a red ban, not a red pick. So yeah, double ban Hard Rock, double ban Hidden. This is why I need to not allow double bans anymore, I think. Methinks. And probably balance a free mod pool. Alright. I think double bans are appropriate when there are 4 maps in each modded pool. I think otherwise you would have to like spread your bans really strangely, and that might not play well into a lot of pick strategies. I'm thinking of putting free modded in next tournament, but still tentative. I still need to work out how that's gonna work, because I don't want people to just pick like Hidden on it and treat it as a second Hidden pool or whatever. Also, worst index opening just came up on the shuffle. SMH. Oh great, this is going to be another unknown no beat map selected because the tourney client doesn't know how to properly process this map, and we are getting Mick rolled by our competitors today. This is a throwback, isn't it? Cobus is too young to understand what the mech roll is. This is a legendary piece of internet history. I don't know how special this is for Osu players specifically, but I know during my Wii middle school days, I would send this to random internet friends. This video was titled Mick Rolled on YouTube, and we made a big spectacle out of it, and it was wonderful. BPM 59 to 600. Early. Gut. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm not gonna say what you sent me, but it's like, what is going on here? And on the left, we have the easy hidden double time showcase on the funny Mick Rolled map. I also missed what Throne smoked out, so... Someone's gonna have to fill me in or clip that. This map is cringe, says Gutter. So yes, on the left side we have our first competitor getting a grand score of 6,000 going into the going after the first quarter of the map, and on the right side we have Throne quickly catching up with an 8,000 score and 42% accuracy, very high for this map. This is why quotation marks are important. Okay. I get it. I get what's going on. That's what he smoked out. SMH. Our players aren't double tapping this 600 BPM bursts. I can't believe it. This map is 5 minutes long, but they put on DT, so it's fine. Cookie Freak is going off in the chat. They're really enjoying this. This is a treat for everyone, I think. Except for Throne. Throne's not having a good time on this. I mean, this is what you asked for. You asked for insanity. You get insanity. And the tourney client does not want to play this map anymore, apparently. And Throne has officially stopped playing the map. Is Lesbea trying to get 72.7% accuracy? Is that her angle? Throne is just not having a good time. Lesbea's just having the time of her life. She's really dangerously close to it, I must say. Well, if she can't act this, then she's not going to get it. Yeah, she can't get it, and Throne has officially failed the map. Yes, this was certainly a map of all time, a match of all time. Yeah, I expect you to do this. And so Throne, I have come prepared with a meme for this occasion. You have no one but yourself to blame for this. Hold on, I need to merge the layers. There we go. But it seems like we are getting the same old warm-up from Throne, and Lesbea's intent to just play this on easy hidden again. Don't worry, I've made a meme for this occasion, so we still get something out of it. I came prepared. Imagine not picking the quiz up map, SMH. But yeah, for context, Throne has picked this map for every single one of his warm-ups in this tournament so far. So, hence the reason for the meme. I'm assuming that Cookie Freak knows what this song is? Or is just enjoying the bop. What is the AR on this map with easy? It's whatever AR is on the display cut in half, I think. But it's a bop, alright. I must say, despite the same old warm-up, all the time, Throne does have impeccable taste in just absolute bangers. Why do you ask though, Kobus? For research purposes, are you becoming an easy player? accidentally removed paint.net from my active windows, which was cluttering things up a little bit. This Lesbea screen is crazy. I know, right? Every time I watch her play, like, easy hidden, I'm just, like, completely mesmerized. Because I just have no idea how anyone is able to do this shit. To any degree of proficiency. No, Lesbea, don't actually do that. Oh my god. She took my comment seriously and was like, yeah, I'll make it my angle, actually. I didn't think of that. But doesn't seem like she's gonna get it. No, Kobus, on the previous map, Lesbea's accuracy was like around 72.7 for like half the map, and I thought she was doing it on purpose. But it doesn't seem like she's gonna get it, unless we see a miracle happen. Miracle happen. Can't speak today, apparently. Alright, with that warm-up out of the way, we will now get into the actual picks for the match. But yeah, seems like she was trying to make it her angle, but she messed up. It is very sad. Doing Nevermore Hidden and the Hidden 4 in this pool makes me feel like I have that song on easy. Oof. It's not quite as bad, but it's there. Okay. Right. Right, now we get into the picks. Okay. Let's see what Lesbea goes with first. Maybe she comes at swing with the Nomad 6. And we see some AR7 action. Getting carpal tunnel just from watching me too. TBH. That's what usually happens when you see professional Osu gameplay. What penalty occurs if you get 72.7% AC? I'm gonna yell at you on stream. That's the only penalty that I've thought of. You have to unmute to hear you yell. God damn it. You have to listen to the commentary while playing. That's the penalty, clearly. Oh, she says she's still not warmed up. Uh-oh. Yeah, Nomad 6 comes out swinging with the Nomad 6 as expected. Okay. Yep, Nomad 6 is the reading specialist map. It is AR7, extremely slow, object density extremely high. It's just hard to tell which object you have to hit next because there are so many on the screen at once. You thought this was the speed map. You thought wrong. It's alright. Unless Throne can read AR7, I think Lesbea's just got this in the bag. You'll see exactly why in just in short order. If you're unfamiliar with the concept of a reading map in Osu, we'll see what that looks like. One thing I will say is that you can reasonably compare it to defusing a bomb. Do we reveal how bad Nomad 6 is next round? Not until tomorrow. As you can see, the circles are already flying in extremely slowly. Soon it's going to be hard to tell even what circle you have to hit next, as our players get right into it. So yeah, tons of overlaps. Our players are hitting it perfectly for now. Both Lesbea and Throne. Throne actually on the 99% FC right now. They both want top scores on this map today, I guess. Throne dropping down to 98, but still has that accuracy advantage. Stream coming up. See if our players can hit this. Oh, Lesbea goes down. Throne holds. Oh my goodness, and Lesbea's getting gapped on the reading map. Not what I expected at all. But I guess, again, she just wasn't warmed up for this. Looks like Throne came prepared today. 95% accuracy, but still on the FC. Lesbea trailing behind, but Throne will go down. I don't think there's enough time. Lesbea would have to have an accolade to make this close, I think. But we'll see what happens. Throne continues to chain miss. Hold on. Score lead is swinging very quickly back in favor of Lesbea at the end because of those chain misses. But it's just not going to be enough. There's no spinner at the end. 24k victory for Throne coming into the ending. And first breakpoint of the match in short order. But yeah, things looked very dicey for Throne there at the end with those chain misses, but Lesbea unfortunately just didn't have the accuracy to mount the comeback. It is tragic. No mod 6? We just played it. We just played it, okay. Alright, Throne is going with the no mod 5. Throne, of course, one of his preferred skill sets is that high BPM speed. So, we're gonna see, that comfort pick coming out immediately. No mod 6 again. Yeah, the song outro is wild. But yeah, as Throne's pick, of course, this is going to favor Throne on paper, but we saw what happened in the previous reading map. Both of these players perfectly capable of taking picks off of each other if one of them shows any major mistake like what happened in the previous map. Let's make it so that we can pick the map twice, surely. What if the whole match was just no mod 6 until someone wins 7 times? Oh god, that would be torture. I'll do you one better. The whole match is just no mod 6 until one person gets a double S. And then they're free. Alright. Lesbea showing the first few misses. Definitely not acclimated to this BPM after playing that reading map previously. But still anyone's game. This is early days. Early breaks aren't going to matter too much unless they keep coming. And now we get into the 210 BPM burst in all of their glory. Something that Throne is definitely going to be much more comfortable on than Lesbea. But Lesbea has shown in previous matches and in the show match that she is capable of playing speed. So if Throne makes a mistake like that, she could climb to an early lead. Accuracy and combo with Lesbea right now. We'll just see what happens. It's getting plenty of places to break here. Your stamina gives out at any moment. It's going to be lights out. But Throne continues to break. What's going on? These two players actually going to be taking early advantages on each other's specialties. Lesbea starting to lose a little bit of control over her aim and stamina, but still maintains that combo. And the longer she holds it, the more advantage she's going to push. Throne has rebuilt the accuracy back to 96% though. So any mistake from Lesbea, especially right now, could be fatal. But Throne is the one to show the mistake instead as he goes down at the halfway point. Lesbea will trade it out. But it's just going to be a game of whether that accuracy lead can make any sort of difference right now. Lesbea built up 700 combo at the beginning of the map. And Throne has nothing to contest that. Lesbea goes down again, giving a little bit more help to Throne. He needs to hold for the rest of the map, though, to have any chance of coming back. The score lead is swinging over very quickly, once again, as it did in the previous map, but Throne goes down once again! This is wild. Throne's aim is just... as I said, maybe the nerves kicking in here. And we see Lesbea lose on the reading, and Throne lose on speed. What timeline are we living in right now? What is going on? Yeah, as I said, these two players perfectly capable of taking points off of each other's best skill sets if they show any sort of major mistakes, like what happened in this map. Just was downhill all the way for Throne after that first mistake. And although he emerges with the accuracy lead, Lesbea is just going to combo game him, and that's going to be the end of that pick. Yes, Kobas, this is the nerves timeline. Lesbea really wants to pick Hidden 2, but Throne plays to win. Throne does not let Reading Specialist play Hidden 2. It's so over. Looks like we're not getting a bounty today. Looks like Lesbea's actually going for more speed. Interesting. So maybe sensing a little bit of weakness on the speed as of right now and wants to knock out these picks before Throne can warm up and come back and take these. He's feeling more confident on the speed right now, and I guess that's going to be the angle. Usually this would be probably a Throne pick, but seems like Lesbea's just intent to pick it herself. This is tournament strategy. Lesbea is known as Prep Time God. She put together all of the info that her team needed to win the Lost Pool show match, and I guess that's showing here. Maybe this can backfire, though. This is definitely a pick that has a huge chance of backfiring if Throne can kind of pull it together. But yeah, the BPM on this is going to be even higher. We'll see if our players can adjust to that. 210 was already pretty fast, but how about 232.5 BPM bursts? How about that? Try that on for size, and with a little bit of linear aim thrown in as well, to throw off our players. Alright, nothing too fancy at the beginning of that, just a couple repeat sliders, but we get right into speed. Soon after this. Yeah, and it looks like Throne is just not... just struggling a little bit on the accuracy right now, but as we saw with the No Mod 5, he's the one who holds the accuracy lead in the end. Lesbea's stamina, of course, known to kind of give out at the end of the map and drop a lot of accuracy. And the accuracies are equalizing pretty quickly. So our two players are continuing to trade FCs. Throne takes over the accuracy lead, though. But swinging back and forth, Lesbea is showing the first break. And it looks like this pick might have just backfired on her sooner than she might have thought. Throne sees what's going on here at the break. All he needs to do is hold combo. And forget about accuracy for just a little moment. Oh wait, that was a Bancho? Wait, oh my god. Bancho fucking debated me again. Okay, never mind. Lesbea still have the full combo. Still with the full combo. 20k lead. Thanks, Bancho. Very cool. Throne fans, I'm sorry, but Osu, the game itself, is getting your hopes up and having them crash right back down. Lesbea still on the FC, 94%, 1% accuracy advantage over Throne. It's both players still on the FC. She will break, though. Was that a Bancho break or was that a real break? We'll see, and we'll see very soon. I think that was a real break. But Throne trades it out immediately afterwards and continues to chain miss. He can't afford to do that. The scores are too close. Lesbea inching her way back into this. 1% accuracy lead. Throne breaks again. That's too much help over to Lesbea. She's going to take the score lead back very, very quickly. You can't afford to make mistakes like that, but they trade it, and that might be it. That might be it. The trade is not one she could afford to make. And it's just a difference of 10k separating the players as they get into the end of the map, and that was a tragic trade out. At the end, Lesbea had it with all the breaks that Throne showed, but it just wasn't enough. And that's another break point over to Throne as he gets the next pick. Once again, these two players kind of picking for each other. Lesbea kind of trying to flip the script a little bit, picking a skill set that Throne is comfortable on, but maybe a little bit shaky in this moment, but just couldn't close it out. Yeah, does Throne continue to go for the speed and risk this? Or does he go with the Nomad 2 and just test raw stamina? Because I think that's his best chance to get another point on the board and consolidate an early lead. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, Throne is obviously going to pick Hidden One. Yes, that is what he is going to do. Nomad 3 coming out. Alright. Crazy alt map testing all alt skill sets. Or all alt skills, I guess. This is a map. And you will see why very soon. It is incredibly uncomfortable, but also very fun to play. The patterns are incredibly hard to hit and be consistent on. So lots of places to miss, so this is mostly going to be a back and forth unless one person just runs away with the combo and blows the other person out of the water here. We play a POFB match instead. Toho players be like. Alright, we're gonna wait for them to ready up. Alright, cool. All good, Throne. We'll see how you do on this alt pick. Definitely not a skill set that Throne is like really known for, but maybe he's practiced this. I think they're going to be pretty equal on this. I think their alt proficiency is pretty similar. I'm going to check last round's leaderboards. See what happened there. Throne got 281k on last week's Nomad 3, but Lesbea not too far ahead. Only 299k, so yeah, this is going to be a close one. I predict. Lesbea dropping a lot of AC early on, but that's not going to matter too much. There's still a lot of map left to be played. This map is 4 minutes and 20 seconds. We are truly blazing it here. Both players holding it down in the beginning. No one breaking on the cut patterns yet. Throne is going to go down, though. Oh my goodness, the nerve breaks. Very uncharacteristic to be missing in this section in particular. This is a slow section of the map. The difficulty spike hasn't even kicked in, and Lesbea already with a massive combo lead. How long can she hold this and continue stretching this lead as much as she can? Getting into the first few tricky alt sections, and Throne's going to break right before them. Lesbea 89% AC, but combo gaming. very decisive lead right now. Throne can't hit any of these patterns. What's going on? And yes, maybe Note Lock is playing into this a little bit, but she breaks right before the hard section! This is Throne's chance to come back if he can combo a lot of this. Both players holding. Throne does have the athlete to help him out as well. But he breaks again! He ended that section. The aim control kind of giving out on him even in the slow section once again. He just can't make any headway. And once again, these two players picking for each other. Maybe this is not a skill set that Lesbea is particularly well known in, but in a tournament, once again, like I always say, all you have to do is be better than your opponents. And Throne today on this skill set is just struggling a lot. He still has a chance to make it back though, because the accuracies are just so low. And the combos are being constantly traded out. But Lesbea's building up more combo when it matters, but she misreads the pattern and goes down. Another chance to Throne, but he's holding the combo into the hard part. And he breaks it immediately. And this is the trouble of kind of the positioning of these breaks. Throne is holding his combo into all the hard parts. Lesbea holding her combo into the easy parts, allowing her to build up more max combo. This is a combo game after all, no matter how you feel about it. Once again, these two players trade, but it only benefits the player in the lead. The lead is very small though, but if Throne continues breaking, he's not going to make any dent in it. It's 36k. In any other map, this would be a minuscule lead. But with how things are going on Throne's side, where he can't build up a combo, it's not looking like this is going to be in his favor at all. Oh, but Lesbea will chain miss there. Small combo lead over to Throne. He's still not out of it yet. But once again, he's holding his combo into the hard section. The hard section is coming right after this. And that's where he's been struggling to kind of hold it together. But if there's any time to hold it together, it's now. Last sliver of the map, and he goes down immediately. I think that's going to do it. There's not enough to come back, and the accuracies have equalized. It's only a 1% lead. And with how much combo Lesbea built up in the previous sections of the map, there's no coming back from this. Lesbea constantly building up 300, 400 combo. Throne not being able to crack, I think, even the 200 combo threshold more than a couple times. And yet another pick that backfired, a pick that was going to be very contested between the players. But today, the whims of fate smiled upon Lesbea and not Throne. At the end of the day, combo prevails once again. And yet another breakpoint. Right. 20? Okay. The Whims of Fate? We have a copy pasta for that. We have a copy pasta for everything, Cobus, as you will soon see. Do I have the emote on this? No, I don't. Hidden One's gonna be the next pick. Hidden Aim. Alright. Once again, Hidden is one of Lesbea's specialties. She is known for being a hidden player. Maybe, like, not as a hidden mechanics player, but I think she's still going to be pretty favored on this overall. But once again, these two players have been picking for each other the whole match so far. 4 breakpoints in a row. So, maybe Throne is going to pull this out just because of more consistent combo. This is an A map, after all. I need to make this a Nightbot command and, like, put the emoji in, what's it called? Better 2TV. Okay. We've got Hidden One. I've never played Persona 5. I just think the song's really funny. So, straightforward, awkward aim map. I guess straightforward and awkward aim shouldn't be in the same sentence, but you get what I mean. This is kind of a little break from the craziness of the hidden one from last week, which was very challenging, especially for the star rating, so I think our players are going to have a little bit of a better time on this. Throne's going to be the first one to break, though, down at 86% accuracy, but once again, early days. Anything can happen, especially on an aim map like this, but Throne continues to break. This song is great. I think I had a Yoasobi map in this slot for a while, and then we had to buff the pool. I'm glad I found this, though. I like this map a lot, too. Yeah, the sharp angles really catching Throne off in this. Down at 90%. Maybe not ready for hidden awkward aim today. Meanwhile, Lesbea still in the 97% FC. See how long she can hold it. So Kobus, are we going to steal the lower diffs of this for your tournament? If you think the song is good. Yeah, Lesbea's going to combo through the first Ki, coming out of that with a 500 combo. And about a 250 combo lead over Throne, and once again holding her combo into an easier section of the map. Throne is going to break once again near the halfway point. If his score wasn't capped already, it's certainly capped now. Meanwhile, Lesbea just continues to hold. Breaks everywhere for Throne, just not comfortable on this skill set today. Alright, Lesbea hits into the halfway point, second Ki of the song. Exceeding 700 combo and climbing is Lesbea. I think this is all over already. There's just not enough combo in the rest of the map for Throne to mount any sort of comeback. It's just a matter of whether or not Lesbea can get this FC on Hidden 1 today. And once again, holding her combo into a little bit of an easier section. More score to build up, but she will slide her break on absolutely nothing. It is tragic. She will not be FCing the Hidden 1 this weekend, but still putting up a very, very impressive score of what I think is going to be probably a 650 or 700k if she can hold the combo through the rest of the way. But yeah, it looks like Throne can't consolidate this break point. But that's okay. He remind himself that this is one of his opponent's best skill sets. And just focus on his next pick, picking into the mechanics. Trying to throw Lesbea off with just that raw skill expression that he is so well known for in a lot of his single player plays on stream maps. I think Nomad 2 is going to be his next angle after this. Alright, Lesbea not quite getting the 650k, but still very impressive score coming out from her. Holding combo through some of the toughest sections in this map and really just breaking on nothing. As is usually happens in an Osu tournament. Alright, and Throne goes for the Hard Rock 4. Oh man. You know how Hard Rock is supposed to make the circle smaller? Not this map. You'll find out very soon.
Somewhere along the way, he chose the road to anarchy and self-destruction.
Help me, easy server. Lesbea's like, easy server, save me. But the easy server cannot save you from the Hard Rock. Go over. So, Hard Rock is usually supposed to make the circle smaller, as well as make the approach rate faster and harder to get good accuracy. This map is CS0 based, so, as you'll see, nothing happens to the circle size. The circles are fucking massive, and you just have to deal with it. So, most players go to AR10 to escape object density, but the huge circles actually introduce some density back into the map, which can make it very tough for a traditional hard rock player to kind of process these patterns. But of course, Lesbea is not a traditional hard rock player, not a hard rock player at all, and going to be showing the first miss, going down to 76% immediately at the start of the map, while Throne still holding onto the FC. Not the best accuracy, but that's to be expected from hard rock, and it's enough to act at Lesbea right now, and that's all that's going to be important. And one thing to also note is that this map does have a speed requirement. It is 200 BPM, so not the fastest thing in the world, but you do need to be a little bit speedy to hit some of these bursts, and that's right up Throne's alley. He will break, but I think the lead that he built up is pretty massive already, 70k just off of accuracy alone, basically. And these two players continue to trade it out. Which is only going to benefit Throne, as he continues to just inch that lead ever so slightly in his direction. Lesbea would have to build up a decisive combo lead for basically anything to happen, but it's just not happening right now. 77% accuracy hurting her so much, and she will break once again. I think this is all said and done already. It's a 92k lead, but the accuracy is so low that there's no more score to build. For both players, really. So, while this might not have been the cleanest win from Throne, once again, as I always say, in a tournament, all you need to do is be better than your opponent. And if your opponent can't play hard rock, it doesn't matter how well you do on the hard rocks, you just pick it and win. And Throne's going to break at the end, giving the combo advantage to Lesbea for the first time in this map, but it's not going to matter once again. Accuracy differential is just too great. An early lead is going to ensure that Throne takes this comfortably. Eyes were glued to the leaderboard that round, thinking. Honestly, Lesbea made it a little bit closer at the end, but... Still, that early advantage from Throne was basically what sealed the deal there. So, after 4 breakpoints in a row, we have 2 confirmed points in a row. We'll see if that trend can continue. We'll see if they do 2 more confirmed picks in a row, and then 4 more breakpoints in a row for tiebreaker. That would be really cool, actually. Nomad... Wait, what? Lesbea picking Nomad 1? What the fuck? Into a player who is, like, pretty well-versed in Nomad mechanics, I might add. Crazy decisions to overcome a crazy match? Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Maybe she realizes that Throne's aim is shaky, and maybe he won't do well on the aim map today. Maybe that's the angle she's playing, but once again, a very, very risky pick. And like I said, at the start of the match, this is probably going to be the closest that we get this weekend. And these two players are keeping that promise and keeping that script rolling. Beat Throne on the skill set that in their mind they think they should win. Yeah, fair enough. But as we saw with the DT3 and Dama picking Hidden 2 into Lesbea, Dama picking, what's it called? Dama picking Nomad 1 into Nebula. That kind of thing, like, that angle doesn't always work. So we'll see how well our players do on this Nomad 1. The aim on this is pretty uncomfortable for a Nomad 1, I must say. It feels more like a Hidden 1, honestly, with how the sliders are placed. Throne? Throne? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. The method is working. Lesbea will break, but that... okay, never mind. Throne to the combo lead. Yeah, the lead's gonna swing back over after some early mishaps from Throne, kind of chain missing the first pattern. Maybe, like put down his pen or something. Yeah, Lesbea will break again on the easy section. Not gonna help her case out any. But Throne will go down on the aim. So advantage back over to Lesbea as long as she can hold. And we get into the first key eye where the aim kicks up a notch. Cross screen sliders haunting our players. Throne will slider break on nothing, giving even more of a lead over to Lesbea. And it looks like the nerve method has worked. As she said, crazy decisions to overcome a crazy match. And picking aim when she's noticed that aim has been a constant thorn in Throne's side tonight. Maybe that was the method. Thank you for the posture check, Nell. Glad you could make it. Make it right in time for the no mod 1 as well. You are truly magnetically drawn to no mod 1s. Lesbea will go down, giving a little bit of combo lead back to Throne. The lead is not... Oh my god. No, misses right as I say that. Commentator's first. Once again, I was going to say the lead is not that small. Or the lead is not... I mean, the lead is not that big, rather. So Throne could have made it back with that small combo lead. Especially since both of them are breaking. And yeah, Throne I think is kind of demoralized now. Just aim is not online for him today. Yeah, this is the one that you did the replay for. Wow. And yeah, both players not breaking 300k at the 2/3 point of the map. Throne seems like he's not having the best day. Lesbea's act on this is pretty solid, honestly. 97% on such an uncomfortable aim map. Pretty impressive. Both players' accuracies are pretty equal right now, and the lead is pretty big for the point of the map that they're in right now. 92k, but if Lesbea breaks right now and Throne holds until the end, there's still a chance. So he shouldn't give up quite yet. More aim coming out, and that's the miss that Throne needed out of Lesbea, but he breaks immediately after trading it. That's tragic. He needed to hold. He had a chance, but it slipped through his fingers. Probably just like his pen. Once again, the aim is not online for Throne today. And he's not happy about that break. He stopped playing the map. Oh, goodness, you hate to see it. Oh, man. Hopefully, Throne doesn't let this tilt get to him in the later maps. Once again, this was his opponent's pick. This was not his pick, so you can rest assured that he still has... The breakpoints are still equal, so he still has plenty of chances to come back in this match. Maybe not in this map, but definitely can't let the tilt get to him. But yeah, he's going to pick Nomad 2. And just try to bank some comfort points. This is probably like a map that he's always going to win. In my opinion, like at least 9 times out of 10, he's going to win this. Says he's not feeling well. You are allowed a timeout. Gutrune, you can get 500k on a map in Laser without even 1/8 of the max combo required in the map. I would not. Unless you're saying that you're beating her score on it, that she set on Laser. In which case, Gutrune is the aim player of all time. Okay, fair enough. The Laser scoring system makes no sense to me. Oh, no mod 2, not no mod 1. Okay, so maybe that should say something about Throne's chances in this. Once again, the stamina is definitely stamina long streams. 180 BPM is perfectly comfortable for Throne. So we're gonna see we're gonna look to see him take this pick as kind of a confidence booster, just kind of to get back into the match. And yeah, early combo advantage, early accuracy advantage coming out from Throne. Both players' combos are equal right now. Lesbea's going to try to combo game this, but that's not going to work when your opponent has 94%. And this is the type of map that Throne kind of just devours in solo play. It's his best skill set, and it's showing. 95% accuracy to 78% accuracy. And look at that Akbar. Throne's UR is just so comfy. Meanwhile, Lesbea's all over the place. Just desperately hoping for a break from Throne, but she's the one who breaks instead. And yeah, looks like all is said and done. Lesbea will chain miss once again. It is, I think it's already over. It's halfway through the map. She has a D rank on this map. Meanwhile, Throne's still on the almost 97% accuracy. He might think that 96 accuracy is bad, but once again, it's more than enough to beat your opponent, and that's all that should matter right now. Just kind of take the bad act as kind of a shaking off the nerves moment for the rest of the match. And yeah, Lesbea just could not contest this skill set. High skill cap streams are not something that she is very well known for being able to play to any degree of proficiency, and it's showing right now. Just a ridiculous act gap, and the combo game attempt gone wrong. As we get into the last part of the map, Throne will chain miss, but that's not going to matter. Still putting up a mad score on this 550k, almost, I think. If he can hold any reasonable combo throughout the rest of the map. Actually going to exceed that. And yeah, Lesbea going down on the space streams. Low aim out of the equation for her today. Throne dropping down to 94%, but still able to close out that one very cleanly. And yeah, like Gutrun said, it is so close. 4-4. This is as close as you can get. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of time here to hydrate again. Better see a DT4 in chat. I think Throne needs this break as much as Lesbea does, honestly. So that's why he's telling her to take the full time. And yeah, I think we're going to see a DT4 coming out pretty soon. The DTs have basically... Okay, so what's left in the pool? There's No Mod 4, Hidden 3, Hard Rock 2, DT, and 3 DTs. So what I think is going to happen is Lesbea is probably going to... I would imagine Lesbea's going to pick DT1 based on the performance on No Mod 1. And then Throne is going to go for the Hard Rock 2 win because of the Hard Rock gap. And then Lesbea is probably going to risk the Hidden 3 afterwards. That's my guess. And then if the match is still going after that, then Throne is probably going to pick the DT2. Now that he's warmed up, he might be able to put up a more decisive win on it, and then we get a tiebreaker. That's my hope. That's my prediction of what's going to happen. I could be completely wrong, though. Especially if our players are listening in and they're like, commentator, what do you know? Yeah, are y'all enjoying this match so far? Was this everything that you could have hoped for? From seed number 3 versus seed number 5. The closest match, the most evenly matched matchup of the weekend, in my opinion. Zokai's saying yes, alright. Zokai's hyped for this. Not enjoying this match, Kovis. Yeah, Kovis is like, I should be playing here. I should be playing in round 3 finals weekend of Wishes Winter Wonderland. Okay. See you later, Starry. I will, try to send a raid your way. Enjoy the... I think you're doing Ace Attorney, right? Put the meme I sent... No, I will not put that meme. But I will let everyone know what it is. It's an anti-hidden player meme, which is why I'm not going to put it on. Zokai, you are free to throw hands at Gutroon for sending me that meme. Gotcha, gotcha. Hope you have fun. I will send the raid your way. Alright. Break is almost over. We've got 30 seconds left until the break expires. 10 seconds, I mean. 1v1 in NTP. Oh my god. Alright. Should be playing losers round 1, thinking. I'm planning to host a Summer Cup. It's gonna be 80k plus. And then I'm probably going to host a very, very big event after that. I want as many people in that next event as possible. Alright, Hidden 3 coming out early, okay. So she's risking it early. Okay, fair enough. I expected her to pick this eventually, but... maybe DT1 first, seeing as Throne's aim has been very shaky today. But, you know. Alright, Zokai. We'll see if Lesbea or Throne can beat your score on this weekend. This was the map where Zokai made a heroic stand versus Star. I think like 600k? This is hidden tech, and requiring a lot of flow aim on the cut patterns. So, I'm not expecting any FCs to come out, but expecting some very solid scores if the two players can hold it together. Very short map, only 2 minutes long, but there's a lot of combo packed into it, so it's not going to feel like a short map at all. Star got like 200k on this. But Lesbea will show the first break. Once again, early breaks aren't going to matter, but those early act drops are. Lesbea going to go down immediately. It's like Throne is comfortable. Maybe not comfortable on hidden aim, but comfortable on hidden tech. Maybe not the best idea to pick a low aim oriented map after your opponent just beats you on flow aim. Throne to the early lead. Yeah, Throne found his gaming chair. He used Lesbea's timeout to find his fucking gaming chair, and this is what happens. Throne's still on the FC. 97% looking to show no signs of stopping. But whoop, slider break immediately afterwards. So window of opportunity back to Lesbea as long as she can claw that accuracy back up. Throne continues to chain miss, giving a little more and more help over to Lesbea. But she cannot break again. Throne used code WishCave and Factorio to sponsor this win, sponsor this breakpoint. Yeah, but this might have been a missed pick from Lesbea. A huge space stream is coming up, and if she can't hold combo through that, it might be over. And she does, and Throne breaks. Oh my god! Now we have no. Lesbea chain misses. We would have had a match, but I think 84k is too much of a mountain to overcome, despite Lesbea hitting all these patterns. Wait a second. Throne is continuing to chain miss. And the hardest parts of the map are behind our players. Wait a second. We have a match. We actually do have a match. Oh, wait, never mind. That's the end of the map. I thought there was more map left. Man. Hitting that space stream and then breaking immediately after is just the Osu classic. And, yeah. Risky picking flow aim into someone who won on the flow aim just now. But, yeah, made it very close at the end, but once again, you have to pray under, like Lesbea said herself, like, risky decisions, crazy decisions to win a crazy match. And she maybe needed to make a crazy decision rather than a decision that was expected out of her. And yeah, Throne going for the Hard Rock 2 immediately. Trying to get to match point as soon as possible. And as we saw from the previous Hard Rock, Throne is heavily favored on this. As long as he can hold combo. Yeah, if Throne wins this, then it's going to be match point immediately, and Lesbea's going to have to take one more break point to win the match from down 6-4. But if she can claw this out, then we still have a match. But yeah, Throne winning on that hidden 3, I think, was huge. Huge momentum shift, I feel like. And that's going to make him the favorite to win this match. As we get into the Ho-Oh map. The high circle size, Osu for ants, precision. Circles are tiny. Any mistake in your aim and you're going to suffer for it. But as Throne, and Throne's aim has been shaky today, but as we saw from the previous week's Hard Rock 2, he's very capable of even FCing maps like this. And the comfortability difference is showing here. 86% to 93%. Still anyone's game. After all, this is a combo game. This map is 3 minutes long. Throne will find the first break. That accuracy lead will keep him afloat for a little bit, but not with that miss. Equalizing the axe. Oh, but both players traded out. And now Throne's accuracy lead will play once again. 90% to 84%. He's going to take the lead back. Swing back over to him, but both combos are equalized. So next break we'll swing it right back over, and Throne is going to find that break. He'll find another break on the squiggly burst. Those are so hard to hit on CS 6.5, and he's melting down on the aim right now. He can't hold the combo down. Tragedy for Throne. This was such a advantage pick for him. But he still has a chance. It's not over yet. The lead is only 45k. The accuracies are low, and the combos are equally as low, and there's a trade out. So Throne is going to claw back the lead very slowly from here with that 3% accuracy lead. It's going to need a little bit more help from Lesbea to make it decisive. Yeah, Throne sees what's going on in the combo but can't see the ACK. If he sees the ACK, then he knows he has a chance. Just needs to keep that ACK up, keep that combo up. Hold it to the end. Hope for a break from Lesbea like right now. But she's just intent to combo game. And there doesn't look like there's much left at the end of the map. It was a lot less combo dense than I thought it would be. And with Throne showing that final break and Lesbea trading it out, that's going to be it. A break point on one of Throne's best skill sets. Back-to-back break points once again. What is going on in this match? Just as I thought Throne was going to get to match points, Lesbea just pulls this out of her endless bag of tricks. breakpoint for breakpoint. The pick is back to her. Still on script for the tiebreaker, as she says. And yeah, I think DT1 is going to be her angle. I don't think she wants to pick No Mod 4 with how well Throne did on the Hidden 3. I think that's going to be contested. So just kind of preying on the inconsistent aim is probably going to be her angle here. Yep, DT1. And yeah, this match is just back and forth, so close, every single map going down to the wire. Even after one player builds up a decisive advantage, the other one, even if they can't come back, they make it very close at the end. And this is what we love to see. Just back and forth and back and forth. But Lesbea looking to try to close this out immediately with this DT1 pick. Once again, this is all about the aim. Not so much about the agility this week. It's 174 BPM. But there are a lot of bursts thrown in to make it uncomfortable. And the jumps are all cross-screen, so our players are going to need to have excellent cursor control to make it through this. And so far today, Lesbea is the one who's shown that she has the superior cursor control. First aim section coming in very soon. See if our players can hold through this. Players not having any trouble with either the combo or axe so far. Here come the first few cross screens. Both players will SS both of them. Accuracies are dead equal. But Throne will miss on absolutely nothing, and that's... Oh my god, that's so tragic. Throne. No, what? What? She missed on nothing as well. At the end of the burst. Oh goodness. The script writers need a fucking raise. This is too wild. My heart can't take this, and neither can my throat, honestly. Holy shit. Throne's gonna take back the lead, but once again, next jump section coming. And Lesbea's going to be the first one to break on it, but Throne trades it out immediately. Advantage back to Lesbea based on the act. Next cross screen's coming. Both players are going to hit it perfectly. Accuracies have equalized. Advantage still with Lesbea, but it swings back to Throne after that chain 100 on the burst. Last jump section coming. Players just get right back into it. The bursts are going to be a little bit more spaced, so you might see some shit misses on that. Next cross screen coming. Both players are going to hit it once again, having no problems with cross screens. But if things keep going the way that they are right now, Throne is going to be the one to take it. And Lesbea is going to show the final break, putting the nail in the coffin for this one. Another breakpoint confirmed. 3 breakpoints in a row. Can we see a 4th? Can the prophecy come true? 4 breakpoints, 4 confirmed points, 4 breakpoints. Perfectly balanced as all things should be, as Throne puts up a 593k score on the DT1. Finally found his footing in the aim. And I think Throne is... where does Throne go from here? I think typically he goes DT2. But maybe the speed is a little bit uncomfortable for him today. Maybe his tapping is not all there. But he is warmed up now, so maybe DT2 is going to be the pick. I can also see DT4 because he said it's a banger. But both players are able to play the DT4, so... maybe not. Yes, there were more breakpoints in this match than not. Yeah. Does anyone have the link? I will drop the link, yes. No Mod 4. Okay. Going for the contested pick all the way up until the end. Maybe Throne saw how Hidden 3 went, and is looking to kind of bank his advantage in tech and close out this match. But the issue is that Hidden 3 is a different style of tech than No Mod 4. Hidden 3 was all about the cut bursts and the cut streams and the space streams, more than the slider aim. And this is a lot of slider aim. And as we've seen from today, Throne's aim, a little bit shaky, but maybe he found his footing in DT1 and is looking to close it out now. But if you're cheering for tiebreaker, then you want Lesbea to take this breakpoint and consolidate the prophecy. And yeah, it looks like Throne is not going to go for the DT4. He knows that it's going to be hotly contested, and he thinks that this is going to be a little bit less of a contest. But we'll see what happens. This is a pretty typical slider aim tech map, I would say. Something that both players have shown that they're capable of, they're perfectly capable of playing, very competent on this skill set. The tiebreaker, yeah, it does have some tech elements, for sure. Early act lead going over to Throne, but once again, early act leads aren't going to matter too much. It's just going to be about how long can you hold that combo through all of these crazy sliders. And we get right into it after these spinners. An omen of things to come. No one gets slow slider today. The athlete will swing over to Lesbea here. As our two players start getting into the crazy sliders, both players will trade it out. But advantage Lesbea because of that 3% accuracy difference. But she will break again. Both players trading once again. As close as can be. But there goes an untraded break from Lesbea. Another chain miss. But Throne's accuracy is too low and the combo advantage is not enough. And he breaks once again. And that's an unanswered chain miss from Throne. Lesbea trades it out immediately. Both players are not able to play this map today. Throne gets slow sliders, so does Lesbea. It is just back and forth. I need some water in the slow section. The slow section only favors Lesbea. More combo for her to build with that accuracy advantage of 5%. Right back into crazy sliders. Throne breaks immediately. Once again, it's very easy for you to be playing in a tournament and you see, oh, I won on Hidden 3, I won on a tech map, and think that you can play the other tech map, but the style of tech might not be the same. As we see here, the slider aim constantly getting to Throne. Lots of chain misses, lots of random slider breaks that just weren't there in the Hidden 3. And Lesbea, meanwhile, holding down that combo game. Also with the Accolade as well. Unanswered chain miss from Throne. Lesbea building up 400 combo. And I think it's going to be over. We are going to see a tiebreaker, folks. 4 breakpoints into 4 confirmed picks into 4 breakpoints. And that is the script that was handed to us tonight. As Lesbea takes this, maybe not the cleanest win, but 126k in advantage is more than enough to send this match into tiebreaker. Yes, it is TV. It is TV, Lesbea. Alright. Throne, please take a timeout. Are you sure, Throne? Are you okay? Throne, if you need to take a timeout. Okay, so Gutrune is enforcing the timeout, apparently. For normal turning... It's not in the rules. Okay, MP timer 120 then. I guess since Gutrune is putting her foot down on this. I don't have it in the rules. But honestly, I think Throne might need this. Thank you for the hydrate, Cobus. I think along with like not feeling well, I think he's just on tilt. Like this tiebreaker is like 6 stars. Neither player is going to be like super comfortable on it anyway, so still have a chance. Where's the big cocoa sip? Okay, just for you. Or this is a corn sip actually. You get a big corn sip. There you go. Tiebreaker is like E3 the majority of the pool next round. That's not a good omen, Gutrune. You don't say that to players. SMH my head. Alright. We'll get into it. Zokai, I think you'll like the Hidden 4. I'm expecting you to top score Hidden 4 for the weekend. If you're allowed to play it. Alright, so we're getting into the tiebreaker countdown to the blue. I think this is the second organic tiebreaker that we're seeing in this tournament. Lesbea going with the Hidden all out. Hidden specialist playing Hidden when allowed to play it. Fair enough. Definitely a risk, but for Lesbea, I think she just plays Hidden better than Nomad, honestly. She's going to be the first break. Giving an early advantage over to Throne. But the tech patterns come very quickly and they just don't stop. Here they come. Alright, Banshee just froze before that. And Throne's gonna show the first miss on the tech section. Lesbea holds. He continues to break, but still has that accuracy lead, so nothing set in stone quite yet. This is a tiebreaker, so the map is very long. Plenty of opportunity to build up combo. Both players will trade it out. But Throne has forfeited the act lead after that section. On this AR, Hidden doesn't do much. Not having a visual reference for where you have to aim does make a difference. Don't let the hidden haters sway you one way or the other, Kovis. And yeah, no bounty, unfortunately, for the bounty enjoyers in chat. You are not going to get one. Lesbea will go down on the slider, handing a combo lead back over to Throne. Scores are still very close, only 10k in advantage for Lesbea, based on the early combo lead, as well as the 1% accuracy lead. Throne clawing his way back in this one. SMH Kovis. Both players are going to go down on the alt section, though, and that's going to be basically the skill check for this map here. Those alt triangles claim so many combos. It's just so unclear how you have to hit them. I don't know how Zokai did it every single time after the first time, but Zokai just built different. Anyway, back to our players. Combos are equal, accuracy in Lesbea's favor. Lesbea also has the mod advantage. Remember, Hidden is a 1.06 score multiplier, so if everything else is equal, then Lesbea is going to take it. So Throne's going to have to put in a little bit more work. He will brick once again. Lesbea trades it out soon afterwards. Once again, the lead is still very, very small, 15k. This is how these tiebreakers go. They're so combo dense that no one can really run away with the advantage unless someone gets blown off the map completely. And these two players traded out once again. These are not trades that Throne can afford to make. He needs to build a decisive advantage in combo. And once again, the skill check alt triangles coming in once again to ruin Throne's combo. I think he's a little bit tilted, but he still has a chance. The lead has climbed to 20k, but once again, this flow section is going to favor him, but Lesbea is the one who holds through it. And he's going to chain miss on the stream. Lesbea holds through all of the space streams. I think that might have put it a little bit out of reach, but Lesbea breaks. Throne will trade it out once again. Once again, that's not a trade that he can afford to make. They're both breaking at the same spots. But sometimes, when Throne breaks, Lesbea doesn't trade it. And that's the only thing that makes the difference right now. Yeah, breaking on that is not gonna help Throne. A 29k lead based on that 2% AC lead and also the early combo leads that Lesbea built up. Getting into a little bit of an easier section, but still a lot of aim required to hit these. And Throne's gonna fall immediately, not traded out, and this is what keeps happening. Whenever Lesbea breaks, Throne is there to trade it out, but whenever Throne breaks, Lesbea sometimes doesn't. As we see here, just the aim consistency holding strong. If Throne had to go MREC mode, he had to go MREC mode a long time ago. I think this might be out of reach now unless Lesbea shows a chain miss, which is still possible. But she holds through everything, and Throne leaves the lobby. Yikes. Yeah, I think that last break kind of tilted him a little bit too much to continue. That's rough. Or maybe he just completely stopped feeling well. Well, this was the match I think everyone wanted. Maybe not the conclusion everyone wanted to the match. But, congratulations to Lesbea for winning this match after so many crazy breakpoints and traded out points from both players. She's going to come out on top. You're putting up just enough of a score on the tiebreaker to close this out. Yeah, that's sad, but sometimes it happens. I understand. If you're not feeling well, the nerves are getting to you at the same time, and you're tilted from your performance. I totally understand. Like, it happens. Not going to hold it against him or anything. But yeah, Lesbea is going to be the one who comes out on top here. As I said at the start of the match, this is going to be very, very close, very, very contested. And these two players do not disappoint. Lesbea, good luck in your next match. And Throne, even though, like, he's not feeling too well about tonight, I guess, can still be proud of what he did in this tournament. Bringing so many great players down to the wire. And really just taking a lot of these strong players out. And definitely hope that he can come back just a little bit stronger next time. And he definitely has the skill to go far and the well-roundedness in his skill sets. It's just a little extra push, and he can get to podium. I believe in him. All right, congrats again, and we will take a look at the brackets. So Lesbea is going to be facing the winner of Aoyan versus Nebula, and then the winner of that match next weekend is going to be facing Zokai in losers finals, and the winner of that will be facing Star in grand finals. Anyway, I think I've talked enough. My throat is worn out. I need a little bit of a break before the next match in about 2.5 hours. We'll see you then for Aoyan versus Nebula. That's going to be pretty exciting as well. But until then, take care. We will go and raid Ruby Hexagon. You don't need to see the top of the bracket. Fine. Let's see the top of the bracket here. There you go. There you go, folks. I don't have a raid message. Just type whatever you want. Yeah, I will see y'all later. Take care.